Welcome to the appendix, where we read the primary sources of the past so that the present can be better understood. Today's primary source, Treaty of Alliance with France, February 6, 1778. This was one of the two treaties concluded by the American commissioners Franklin, Deane, and Lee. The other was a treaty of amity and commerce. The Treaty of Alliance was not warranted by the instructions from Congress, but Congress ratified it May 4, 1778. This was the first and only Treaty of Alliance ever made by the United States until after World War II. Article 1. If war should break out between France and Great Britain during the continuance of the present war between the United States and England, His Majesty and the said United States shall make it a common cause and aid each other mutually with their good offices, their counsels, and their forces, according to the exchange of conjectures as becomes good and faithful allies. Article 2. The essential and direct end of the present defensive alliance is to maintain effectually the liberty, sovereignty, and independence absolute and unlimited of the said United States, as well in matters of government as of commerce. Article 3. The two contracting parties shall each on its own part and in the manner it may judge most proper make the efforts in its power against their common enemy in order to obtain the end proposed. Article 4. The contracting parties agree that in case either of them should form any particular enterprise in which the concurrence of the other may be desired, the party whose concurrence is desired shall readily and with good faith join to act in concert for that purpose, as far as circumstances and its own particular situation will permit, and in that case they shall regulate, by particular convention, the quantity and kind of succor to be furnished, and the time and manner of its being brought into action, as well as the advantages which are to be its compensation. Article 5. If the United States should think fit to attempt the reduction of the British power remaining in the northern parts of America, or the islands of Bermuda, those countries or islands, in case of success, shall be confederated with or dependent upon the said United States. Article 6. The most Christian king renounces forever the possession of this islands of Bermuda, as well as any part of the continent of North America, which before the Treaty of Paris in 1763, or in virtue of that treaty, were acknowledged to belong to the Crown of Great Britain or to the United States, heretofore called British colonies, or which are at this time or have lately been under the power of the King and Crown of Great Britain. Article 7. If His Most Christian Majesty shall think proper to attack any of the islands situated in the Gulf of Mexico, or near the Gulf, which are at present under the power of Great Britain, all the said isles, in case of success, shall appertain to the Crown of France. Article 8. Neither of the two parties shall conclude either truce or peace with Great Britain without the formal consent of the other first obtained, and they mutually engage not to lay down their arms until the independence of the United States shall have been formally or tacitly assured by the treaty or treaties that shall terminate the war. Article 9. The contracting parties declare that being resolved to fulfill each on its own part the clauses and conditions of the present treaty alliance according to its own power and circumstances, there shall be no after claim of compensation on one side or the other, whatever may be the event of the war. Article 10. The most Christian king and the United States agree to invite or admit other powers who may have received injuries from England to make common cause with them and to accede to the present alliance under such conditions as shall be freely agreed to and settled between all the parties. Article 11. The two parties guarantee mutually from the present time and forever against all other powers, to wit, the United States to His Most Christian Majesty, the present possessions of the Crown of France in America, as well as those which it may acquire by the future treaty of peace, and His Most Christian Majesty guarantees on his part to the United States their liberty, sovereignty, and independence, absolute and unlimited, as well in matters of government, as commerce, and also their possession, and the additions or conquests that their confederation may obtain during the war from any of the dominions now, or heretofore possessed by Great Britain in North America, conformable to the 5th and 6th articles above written. The whole as their possession shall be fixed and assured to the said states at the moment of the cessation of their present war with England. Article 12. In order to fix more precisely the sense and application of the preceding article, the contracting parties declare that in case of a rupture between France and England, the reciprocal guarantee declared in the said article shall have its full force and effect the moment such war shall break out. And if such rupture shall not take place, the mutual obligations of the said guarantee shall not commence until the moment of the cessation of the present war between the United States and England shall have ascertained their possession. Done at Paris, the 6th day of February, 1778. Thank you for joining us for our primary source today on the appendix. We will see you in the stacks.